Ladies and gentlemen, recently in the 2K community, people have been making 99 driver dunk builds again, so why not give y'all the best dunk packages once again? Now, of course, if you guys have watched me recently, y'all know that I've created a new and improved Zion build this year. So now, I don't want to waste you guys' time, so all I want in this video is 20 likes and for y'all to subscribe to the channel. But without further ado, let me show y'all the gameplay and the best dunk animations in NBA 2K25. Alright, so with this gameplay, I'm just showing y'all a little bit of stuff. So this one was actually only like 30 seconds long. This game was like 30 seconds long, and why is because I whooped him so easily. So this was the 1v1 court where, like, you know, you get a dunk, you get double the points. So it's 4 points a dunk, bro. And I was just, you know, knocking it out easy. Now y'all not gonna see me get no contact dunk, but this is the few bit of gameplay that I will show y'all at the 1v1 court. So whatchamacallit, when I was, you know, in the park, if I want that gameplay, y'all can go to the other Zion video I first made, right? You just go to that, it's on my channel, whatever. But besides that, I'll just show y'all a little bit of me playing at Zion. So you see right here, man, it is 11-0, and then he's just standing still now because you know he already lost. But you see, these dunks that I got are powerful and explosive. So right here, he's gonna quit. Now on to the second game real quick. So in this second game, I ain't showing y'all the full whole game, but I'm showing like a few highlights of me on offense, whatever. But you see me right here, me dunking. You see I'm getting high on a 6'7", my fault, a 6'6" build that's super fat. It has a high vert, but he's super fat. So you see, I'm just getting high and stuff. I'm showing y'all some contact dunks. Now, I can't lie, bro. I only had like one dunk I missed in here, but I don't really know how, you know, contest with contact dunks work this year. I don't know if it's like 24 still, but I be trying to go with anything, and you know, when I miss it, I be getting pissed off. But it is what it is, man. You see right here, just wait for him real quick. He runs up, I drive right past him, go for the tomahawk dunk. So if you want dunks that like give you slithery finisher activations and like uncontested or whatever, or gets you out the way and stuff, you know, watch this whole video and I will show y'all the best dunk packages, because mind y'all, I got a 99 driver dunk and a 99, my fault, a 90 vert. So I know what to put for my builds. But yes, I have an 85 standing dunk as well, so y'all will see me do a standing dunk, you know, sooner or later in here. But see, I did miss that contact dunk. It is what it is. But for last part here, he ends up trying to dunk on me. He misses that one. So now he loses tape. Zion gets the ball. I take it back to the 3-point line real quick. He's gonna go back to the paint. Then I end up shooting the ball with a rhythm shot, and then that's game right there. So yeah, that's me showing a bit of dunks. Now it's not too crazy because, you know what I'm saying, I wasn't playing, you know, any vert or nothing. But anyways, without further ado, let me show you the best dunk packages. Alright, so now we're in the dunk style creator. I'll be showing you the best dunk packages, bro. So now with the Zion build, I did have different dunk packages on, but this is, you know, totally different. So some of this extra stuff will not be in here, but we do have a lot of dunks equipped. I will show y'all why not to have some of them that y'all probably use, because I've used them and honestly I recognize that they're not the best. So I'm going to start off by telling y'all, rim grazers, my fault. Well, actually, you know what? We're gonna skip past 2-foot moving dunks because nobody really has that on. But anyways, 2-foot moving dunks. First off, we're going to athletic on the first row. Athletic one-handers are 2. You need that on. You need a drop dunk of 70 for that one with the vertical of 50. So this one, you really do jump high, and like, you know what I'm saying, some of them are kind of quick, but yeah, you jump high with the ball, which I know some of y'all, like, you know, most of y'all would like want this. So you got a drop dunk of 70 and a vertical of 50. Definitely put this on, because it's low-key a dunk that should be worth like 90 driving dunk type junk if you ask me. But anyways, moving on past that, every single 2-foot moving dunk hang you need, right? Basic hangs off 2, which you need a drop dunk of 44. Athletic hangs off 2, which you need a drop dunk of 60 and a vertical of 44. And then fist pump rim pulls with drop dunk of 60 and vertical 40 as well. So with these dunks, I mainly had this because I'm a Zion build, but you know what I'm saying, whenever you're tired, these are the best dunks to have, because usually these ones are the ones that activate. But yeah, for standing dunkers, you know, this one, you know, comes up quick and stuff, so you really need this on. If you want to have like, you know, standing dunks for like builds with like a 45 standing dunk, or my fault, yeah, 45 standing dunk or whatever, it's a drop and dunk package, but standing dunks aren't, if that makes sense. So I suggest most of you guards and like any other builds to have this on, because I like this a lot. Next up on this row, we moved on to quick drop. So do not put on off 2. I don't have them on. I have quick drop and back scratches off 2. So with that, you need a drop dunk of 85 for it with a vertical of 60. So you see these dunks right here, they're close to the rim and they're fast. So most of the time it's not hard to block, my fault. It's harder to block, my fault. If they're behind you, honestly, it can be unfortunate to where they block it, but you know, it is what it is. So I have that one on. No double clutches on. Let's go and move on to the back scratches. So I have all of these on right here. For back scratches off 2, you need to drop dunk of 70 with the vertical of 50 for that. For back scratch and rim hangs, you need to drop dunk of 70 with a vertical of 50 for that. And then for the quick drop in back scratches off 2, you need to drop dunk of 85 with a vertical of 60 for that. So you see right here, all these are about the same, but you see the one with the highest you know, driver dunk with it is the fastest one. So honestly, I suggest y'all to have all these on, because it's easy to dunk. So if somebody's in front of you, they cannot block this ball because it's going to be behind your head, and then they finish at the rim. So this is an easy dunk to have. Now next up, we have the reverses. So with the verses, I only have on clutch baseline reverses, and then baseline reverses off 2. So started off with the baseline reverses off 2. You need to drop dunk at 75 down with a vertical of 55. So you see right here, this one, you're not gonna get blocked most of the time. You see, like, these are some great dunks to have, and they actually do activate contact dunks for this one. So I suggest y'all to have that one on. With the windmill baseline reverses, I've been getting blocked a couple of times when I use them, so I would not suggest y'all to have that. But anyways, clutch baseline reverses are the best one with 2-hand or 2-foot moving dunks. So clutch baseline reverses need a drop dunk of 84 with the vertical of 60. So I really suggest y'all to have that one on. But moving on down to the tomahawks, of course you need a tomahawk on, right? So I'm doing athletic front tomahawks only. That's it. So for this one, you need a drop dunk of 90 and a vertical of 70. And I would tell y'all, with every other one besides big man, which I can't have that on, but big man isn't bad at all. But every other one that I don't have equipped for the tomahawks and 2-foot moving, they're easy to block. See, this one is slow, and you bring it back so wide that it's easy to get a chase down block on that one. Leaning slams, they're just slow, and I've gotten snatched out of one of them before. It's traumatizing experience. But if y'all want to have this one on, honestly, it's not bad at all. I suggest y'all to have it on if y'all have a low dropping dunk. But athletic front tomahawks are definitely the way to go. Now for the 2-foot moving windmills, all I have on is the side windmills. I do not do front. I think athletic windmills are actually, they're good, but side windmills, I like this one better because it's smoother and quicker, and you bring it back to where they can't get the ball there in front of you. So side windmills need a drop dunk of 90 with the vertical of 70 for that one. Now no city dunks because you can get blocked easily with them, and they're kind of extra and slow. But for the contact dunks, of course, had this on, is no debate, no discussion on why you shouldn't. So with the contact dunks, you need a drop dunk of 87 and a vertical of 75 for the pro contact dunks off 2. So I suggest you to have that one on. And then for the elite contact dunks off 2, you need a drop dunk of 96 with a vertical of 82 for that one. So that is great. So now we're done with the 2-foot moving dunks. It is time to move on to the 1-foot moving dunks. So like I said, we're not doing no rim grades or basic dunks for this one, but athletic, you need athletic one-handers off 1. So if you can unlock athletic for any of them, just if it says athletic, bro, I suggest y'all to have it on, right? Well, actually, I'll take it back, but athletic one-handers off 1 is definitely great because you get high and it's quick. So you need a drop dunk of 75 for that one with a vertical of 55. So for the low dunkers, that is a great one to have right there. Moving on down, but skipping hangs, quick drops off 1, you need a drop dunk of 80 for that with a vertical of 60. Now, in the past years, when the quick drops was in 23, it was so hard to block, but they had lowered it down. I don't know why, but I guess it's because they made a dunk to where it's easier to contest or whatever. But yeah, this is a great dunk right here. So it's no discussion on why they had this on or why not to. But yeah, have on quick drops off 1. Now let's go ahead and move on to the reverses. So these I have on baseline reverses off 1. Need a drop dunk of 80 for that with a vertical of 60. So it's just like the 2-handed 2-foot clutch reverses or whatever, bro. You bring the ball behind the rim. So when instead of doing alright, let me explain it like this. If you're on the side dropping from the corner, instead of doing a dunk in front, you're going around to the other side to where it's harder to block and contest. So this point is a great dunk to have. Anyways, onto the 1-foot moving contact dunks, or tomahawk dunks. If you don't have this one on, you have like a 95, 94 driving dunk, bro, you're crazy. So with this one, straight arm tomahawks and caught back tomahawks are the way to go. So with straight arm tomahawks, you need a higher driving dunk of 95 with the vertical of 80. I shouldn't have to explain to y'all why this dunk is so great, right? But if you don't know, man, it is what it is. Just put it on and y'all will like it. But moving on to caught back tomahawks, bro, driving dunk of 94 with the vertical at 75. With both of these, bro, it's like a slithery finisher activation and a limitless takeoff all in one. So it's like 2 badges of one that you don't have, you know what I'm saying? But yes, these dunks are, great to use. Now, no city dunks like I said, but contact dunks. For the pro contact dunks off 1, you need a drop dunk of 89 for that with a vertical of 78. And then for the elite contact dunks off 1, you need a drop dunk of 99 with a vertical of 90. So that's why I got that right there, because you gotta have a 99 drop dunk and a 90 vert. So yeah. Now for the standing dunk, no debate, bro. Go ahead and put all of these on if you can, but it don't really matter for the stats, bro. Just put them on as you need to. If you got it, put it on, bro, because I'm pretty sure they're free anyway. But yes, for the 1-hand under basket regular, you need a standing dunk of 45. For 2-hand, you need a standing dunk of 40. I'm messing up right now. For the pro under basket rim pulls, you need a standing dunk of 65, and then for the elite basket rim pulls, you need a standing dunk of only 77. It's kind of some cheap stuff. Now with the athletic, this is where we get to the A's right here. So 1-hand under basket athletic, you need a standing dunk of 85 for that, and then for the 2-hand under basket athletic, you need a standing dunk of 80. Now honestly, I don't know why I swapped to where this one is an 80 and this one is an 85, but honestly they should change it around. But I can't have on contact dunks for the big man because I'm too short, but it is what it is. So anyways, we're on to the signature dunks, and after that we're doing alley-oops, and that will be it. So for the signature dunks, I have on Giannis. Giannis is one for, especially for big man, you do get some crazy dunks with this one. So with Giannis, Giannis Antetokounmpo signature dunk. You need a standing dunk of 75 for it, with a drop dunk of 73 and a vertical of 50. And you had to be at least 6'5". So honestly, that is some low stats right there. So this should be easy for some of y'all to get. Now moving on down this list, I got Ben Simmons on next because Ben Simmons since 21, I have been using this dunk package, but it's definitely good for big men. And honestly, this is what started to pause the animation because it was so, it had a whole bunch of great dunks you can get animations out of. But yes, with Ben Simmons dunk package, you need a standing dunk of 65 with a drop dunk of 75, a vertical of 45, and had to be at least 6'5". So just like the Giannis requirements, this one is very low. Now next I have on Draymond Green because he has some crazy athletic standing dunks, or 2-foot hand dunks, whatever you want to call it, but he has some athletic ones. But with Draymond Green's dunk package, you need a standing dunk of 58 with a drop dunk of 60, vertical of 45, and height needs to at least be 6'5". So shout out to 2K for making these, saying dunk package stats low this year, because that is, very helpful and stuff. But anyways, LeBron is a great one to use if y'all want to, but I just don't want it for this build because, I don't know, I just don't. But what I do have on last for this signature dunks is definitely Russell Westbrook. Now, need a drop dunk of 93 for this with a vertical of 80, and height has to be under 6'10". But if you see this, bro, it's really self-explanatory on why you need this on, because these dunks are athletic, crazy, and energetic. So honestly, if you can get this, I suggest y'all to put it on. Now, last but not least, we have the alley-oops. So if you can equip all of them for the regular alley-oops, put these on. So for pro alley-oops, need a drop dunk of 70 with the vertical of 30 for this. This is for mainly standing alley-oops or whatever. So yeah, that is great. Elite alley-oops is where it gets a little crazy, but you get something good every once in a while. But yeah, elite alley-oops need a drop dunk of 85 for with a vertical of 60. Now, depending on what type of alley-oops you get, it depends how early somebody throws the ball at you, bro. So that's really all it depends on if y'all do not know. But for Zion Williamson's alley-oop, need a drop dunk of 87 for that one with the vertical of 60. So he gets hot on some of them, but I don't really think I've ever when I've been playing the red, I don't think I've ever actually got a standing in alley-oop like this. But some of them are very hectic, wild jumping and crazy. So if y'all can, equip all of them on. And then for the contact alley-oops, I have on pro contact alley-oops, drop dunk 84 with the vertical of 70. And then elite contact alley-oops need a drop dunk of 92 with the vertical of 80. So if you can get it, put it on. So thank God, or thank you that the elite contacts are lower than the elite 2-foot and 1-foot moving dunks. But yeah, you get some crazy stuff out of this one. But ladies and gentlemen, that is all I have. And actually, before I do that, if you're doing a city alley-oop, bro, the only one I think y'all should have on is just the city alley-oop flashy. That is it, because that's the quickest, fastest, and flashiest in my opinion. Don't do no windmills, Jordan Kilgannon, none of that stuff. It's all extra because it can get you blocked. But anyways, man, ladies and gentlemen, that is it for the best contact dunks or best dunk package animations in NBA 2K25 for me. So this is the second or third one I've done, but this is, what I'm saying, updated and the best in my opinion. So ladies and gentlemen, if y'all did enjoy this video, I suggest y'all to get it to 15 likes and subscribe to the channel. But I will see y'all boys next time around.